Waco, your heritage station, 92.9 FM The Drum. I'm Pastor Mike Reeves in the heart of the afternoon, and it's time for Faith and Family. Anthony Brown and Group Therapy. It's called Blessings on Blessings. Man, sometimes I think about the goodness of the Lord. Man, it's just blessing after blessing after blessing. Anyway, it's time for Dr. Carolyn Pettigrew right here on AM 1580, your heritage station. And Dr. Pettigrew, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Reed. It's great to be here on this lovely, warm afternoon.
It's a warm afternoon, but in a few weeks, man, we'll be talking about it's so cold.
We don't complain, so we're going to enjoy it.
Let's save the heat right now. Let's put it in a bottle so that when the blizzards and all that stuff come, we won't complain.
Well, what's neat about it is all the flowers that are blooming. And
it is so gorgeous.
Yes,
it is absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
You know, you always bring great guests, and what you going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk. I've got guests from the Junior League of Columbus. I had one on a few weeks ago talking about the Underground Railroad at the Kelton House. And so today I have Nicole and Lauren, and they are here from the Junior League to talk about the ABC project, the backpack, free backpacks. Everybody, all my listeners, I want you to hear that. And I want to say welcome to you, Lauren.
Thank you so much for having us. We're excited to be here.
Well, I'm so pleased that you're here. And Nicole is here. She is recording, and she's also taking pictures. So she's the marketing director for the Junior League of Columbus. Tell us a little bit about the Junior League, Lauren.
Sure. So our mission really is an organization of women. We're committed to promoting volunteerism, developing the potential of women, improving communities through the effective action of and leadership of trained volunteers. It's exclusively educational and charitable. You know, in short, it's really about bringing in women from our community, training them so they can give back to the community.
That's wonderful, wonderful. And I want to make sure that I have your last names correct. This is Nicole Bergman, the marketing executive for the Junior League of Columbus, and she makes sure all the great publicity gets out. And Lauren Statzer? Stays in. I wanted to make sure. And you are last year's chair of the ABC project.
Yes.
You mentioned volunteers. That was one of the things when I was a young mother and I was sponsored into the Junior League of Columbus. I love the fact that it was promoting volunteerism, which I'm doing today with this radio show. But training women to be leaders through volunteerism in the community. What kind of training do you do for that? Does the Junior League do for that?
Absolutely. So we have a lot of formal and informal opportunities for the members from, like partnership and development. How do we do an outreach? How do we ask somebody for a monetary donation? How do we ask folks to get their volunteer hours in? Also the educational side of the networking piece and being able to have these conversations with others in the community.
Yes.
And educating our new members, interactives, as we move on through the years of why we do what we do and how we actually give back through our different programming.
Yes. Well, I know during my time in the league, organizations were very proud to say that they had a Junior League member on their board or volunteering in their organization. And in fact, when I look way back, Childhood League, that was one of the programs we started way back then. Then we funded them, gave the seed money, and then they went on and got their own funding. Junior Theater of the Arts, which my children went through and enjoyed long ago. We started them, and then they have morphed into other organizations for children's theater.
Yes, exactly. And we do general membership meetings as well. So we'll have 6 of them this year. 2 of them would be business oriented, and the others are really focused on bringing in some guest speakers and different types of training. So just to get well-rounded individuals.
So the great thing about the league is that they train their members to be volunteers, so that when you're a volunteer, you're really an educated volunteer. You're equipped to do that work.
And a lot of folks, through being a part of the league, you're a part of committees, councils, board members who when you may not get that opportunity otherwise. So
That's
you're,
right.
I mean, some things as simple as putting together an agenda, writing minutes,
Yes.
you know, the appropriate terminology and how to go through a board meeting.
Yes.
Some of those even, you know, really kind of translate to professional lives and back and forth.
Well, that's important because things change. And how it used to be is not how it is now. So we have to know. What are some other projects before we get to the ABC Backpack Project? What are some other projects that the Junior League is involved in?
Well, you mentioned the Underground Railroad.
Yes.
So we do operate the Kelton House Museum and Garden. It is on East Town Street in downtown Columbus. It is an original home that was on the Underground Railroad.
Yes.
So that is a great educational source. There are tours available there. It is a historic home with all the historic attributes still
Yes.
inside, the furniture, the china. It is a wonderful place to go and take your family, do a tour of it. And then we do have the educational opportunity for the Underground Railroad. And we do that with our Girl Scout programming.
Yes. Yes.
So we have troops coming in, and so it's a really great attribute. And it's also a space where folks can actually rent that out too for events.
Yes. Yes.
So it's really a gem down in right outside of downtown.
It really is. I was a member of the league when they started that and got involved in that, and I was so pleased that it's just developed so beautifully. And I have I belonged to other organizations. I've rented the space.
Okay.
My husband belonged to other organizations.
Yes.
He's rented the
It's a
space
hidden
for his
gem.
meetings. It really is. And I can tell you that when I went back to graduate school, when my children went to college age, and after I graduated, I did my first wedding there in the garden.
Oh wow!
And it was beautiful.
That's great to hear.
Yes,
And
I
the garden
certainly
keeps
did.
growing, and
Yes,
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
We keep putting more funds into it to make sure
Yes.
it just maintains that beauty.
That's
and
right.
Charm, yeah.
That's right. Well, we are here to talk about ABC. What does ABC mean?
So ABC stands for Adopt a Backpack for Children Project. So we easily say ABC Project. And really what this is, this was something that started in 1999. So we're actually approaching our 20th anniversary, which we're really excited about. And what we do is, this is a new member project currently. So every time we have a new member class coming in, they are the sole members of the project.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Keeps it going, doesn't it?
It does. It keeps it going. It keeps it fresh. We have new
Yes.
ideas coming in every year,
Yes.
which is really exciting. So as these new members come in, we have them broken into different committees. So piece of it is fundraising. We have 2 fundraising events behind the Adopt a Backpack project. And then we have a community engagement team and an operations team. So it's a very well-rounded effort, but really, in short, we're raising funds to buy supply-filled backpacks to give back to the community. That's really what it's all about. And to date, we've given out over 50,000 backpacks.
Well, I can
Greater
believe
Columbus.
that. I hate to date myself, but listeners, I am a 70-plus sustainer of the Junior League. So when you hear me going back in history and saying, I remember when, I'm one of those. But I remember when the backpack project started. And Mary Alston Palmer, I don't know if you know her now, but she was chair of it, and she called to ask if I would donate funds for a couple of backpacks. So we really, if I'm not mistaken, we really are the first to begin to do this community-wide backpack giveaway, aren't we? I think we are.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Now, other places do it also, not as consistently necessarily as
Right.
we do, but it started a trend. But I believe that the Junior League of Columbus was the first to do this.
Yeah, and it's fun because Amanda Truman, she was actually the one who kind of came up with the idea.
Is that right?
Yeah, so back in 1999, it's really amazing to see how it's evolved over the years
Yes.
because we still bring her back to talk to our new members every year to tell them how did it start.
Okay.
And I always find it really interesting because she's like, the first year was in my basement. I was collecting the
really?
supplies. And I can't remember how many they gave that first year. And then the second year, then it got a little bit bigger, so I moved into her church basement, and it got a little bit bigger. Now here we are. We're running out like a warehouse space essentially to do all of our
that's
sorting and
amazing.
distributing. Yeah.
And you've given over 50,000.
Yes, this past year we did 3,000.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Did I know when you see so many things in your email, and I think I saw that you done an event at Woodcrest Elementary?
Yes, so one of our favorite parts of this project is actually connecting with the children, the parents, and physically handing out backpacks.
Okay.
So a little bit about how it kind of works. So what we do is with our community engagement and operations teams, they are really kind of the masterminds behind the logistics.
Okay.
So folks we reach out to, schools, and then the schools will put in their request for how many backpacks they need or organization. This year we were able to fulfill just about all of them. Some of them we fulfilled, but maybe like half or so.
Okay.
But just about all of the ones who requested did get backpacks.
So the schools are actually able to put in an application
Yes.
and request.
We go through a formal application process.
And so how do the schools
Mhm.
get word of this?
Really, we try to advertise as publicly as possible.
Okay.
But hopefully this radio
Yes.
little thing helps. We try to advertise it. A lot of it is word of mouth,
Yes.
honestly, amongst
Sure.
teachers, amongst districts.
Sure.
So essentially, once we go through that process, we tell them you can pick them up at this day, this time, because then we're at the distribution, we're at a warehouse.
Okay.
And we actually sort them for all the schools. The schools come and pick them up and take them. But then we also, so for Woodcrest, essentially, we were able to go to Woodcrest and physically greet them on the first day of school because it is a year-round school, so it's a little bit earlier in the
Oh, it
year.
is.
We
Okay.
actually went last week. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And it's really great. We applaud them as they come in, try to get them excited, and then they get to come in and choose which color they wanted in their backpack.
Oh, how neat.
And we will be doing that at another school, I believe in about 2 weeks. I'm not sure which one, but so those are the good feel-good moments. It kind of comes
Yes.
full circle.
all that hard work
Yeah.
begins to pay off.
And it's not just the children either, because we say really a backpack, giving a backpack to a child really affects 2 to 4 lives.
Yes.
For every family. And we had a grandmother who was a caretaker. Her daughter had passed away, and she was really choosing to buy food for her family, or
Yes.
could her grandson have the appropriate tools to
Sure.
go to school with? And she was in tears when she got this backpack.
Sure.
Know,
sure.
that's
It
really
meets a
the
need.
root of
Yes.
what we do and why
It
we
meets
do
a
it.
need.
Yeah.
I know I've been so surprised at how expensive school supplies are. I think every family has to spend over $100 per child.
And our teachers, they're contributing so
They
much for their
are
classrooms.
out of their own salaries.
So it's
They
helping
are.
them.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So you kind of have it, your distribution in a number of ways.
Mhm.
Schools come to a warehouse,
Yes.
Then you have select schools like Woodcrest and the
Yeah.
other that you can distribute
Mhm.
the backpacks, and then this wonderful big event on August the 5th.
Yes, it's
Of the
Sunday the
4th.
4th.
The
Yeah,
4th,
so it's
August
this
the 4th.
Sunday. This is always a really fun one every year. This year we're doing something a little bit different. So in
Okay.
past years had it, last year we had it at the Kelton House. This year we're going to be having it at the Franklin Park Conservatory. So on the first Sunday, it is free for all Franklin County residents to come to
Okay.
Franklin Park Conservatory. And what we will have there is we've actually held back 300 supply-filled backpacks for just the community. Each child will receive one backpack who comes through there, and child does need to be present. But what's really fun about it is that we have the opportunity for them to kind of personalize their backpacks with a custom little keychain they can make. There'll be a snack. Then obviously they have the opportunity to go and see the Franklin Park Conservatory,
Yes.
which is great.
And the butterflies, I believe, are still there. I think they leave.
I hope so.
I think they are. They leave in September, I think.
Yeah.
And so they'll be able to see them.
Yep.
And that wonderful new playground.
Yes, beautiful new playground, and we also have the Columbus Fire Department coming, and
Oh,
they're going to be
wonderful.
bringing, I believe, their smokehouse with their engine. So that'll be a fun
nice.
little activity for all the children as well.
Now, what time?
Yes, it is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
And we hope to see everyone there. We have some backpacks to give. So
Yes, we want people to come out,
Yes.
listeners. So
Yes.
your own family, your neighbors' children, let everybody know in the workplace, because some of you are listening, your state employees or Columbus employees, and you're listening.
Yes.
So spread the word. Now, when you come, what can they expect? The parents or grandparents and the children
Sure.
are there. Do they have to line up for registration, or just how does that?
So once they come in the main entrance, there will be signage up for this specific event.
Okay.
So definitely look for the Junior League of Columbus logo, things of that nature. And the staff knows this is happening. So please
Okay.
ask questions if you can't
Yes.
find us.
Yes.
We are in a semi-private space where the backpacks will be.
Oh, nice.
So once you come in, it will be first come, first serve.
Of course.
So they'll
Get
get their
there early,
backpack.
get there
Yes,
early.
it'll just kind of be in one big circle. So they can get their backpack, go to their craft station, go to the snack station, and then they can, go and explore Franklin Park.
Yes, yes. And this is the free day for the
Yes.
conservatory.
Yes, so
Once
it's free
a month.
admission. So.
Yes, free admission. So you can come, get your backpack, decorate it, go to the playground, and go throughout the Franklin Park Conservatory.
Yeah, it'd be a fun Sunday.
Yes, it'll be a very fun Sunday. Now, the question that I had as you were talking about the children, can more than one child in
Yes.
a family get
Yes.
a backpack?
Yes, as long as the
Okay.
child is present.
All right.
Yep.
So siblings, if you have 4 siblings, if they're there,
If they're there,
all
they
4
get
of
a
them.
backpack.
And remember that, listeners, the child does have to be present, and you understand that. That is so important.
And just something to note is that they are supply filled and they have supplies in them for K through 3rd grade. But most of the supplies, really translate to any of the grades. There's a notebook, there's
Okay.
pencils, there's, all of those standard things you would need.
Now, what kind of supplies are in the box, in the pack?
There is pencils, notebooks, I believe markers, folders. So kind of all those basic necessities you need to be prepared to learn.
Isn't that
Yeah.
interesting? I know I date myself again. I just trotted off to school. And it's so different now, isn't it? Because children do have to supply so much for themselves.
Yes.
And so this is just
And this is just the
a
beginning.
giant help.
Because
Yes.
halfway through, usually they need, new supplies.
New
so.
supplies. But you only do this once a year,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because it takes probably months to
Yes.
get to this
Yeah,
point
full
of
like the
distribution.
full cycle of it. So our new members just came on. They just had their new member retreat. They'll start their meetings now and their subcommittees.
Mm-hmm.
And then this spring we'll have our 2 fundraising events. We will order the backpacks, and then in May we usually do the distribution, and then August is our community event.
I think it's just wonderful that you've been able to maintain this because you have a designated body of volunteers,
Yes.
members
Yes.
who come in and do this, and this gets them involved in the organization right away.
It's a fun way to, still have our actives and sustainers involved in a different way too, because a lot of our team leads, our chair, vice coordinator, they are actives. So it's
Yes.
a nice way too for the new members to
Absolutely.
interact with somebody different besides maybe their
Absolutely.
mentors or things of that nature.
And it keeps them from being just chair
Yes.
side members.
Yes.
They are really active in what
Yeah.
the Junior League is about, getting
Yep.
young women to volunteer
Yeah.
in the community.
And our Junior League members, they're a big reason of why we keep it going.
Yeah.
But we also have really great partners in it.
That's what I wanted to ask you about too. Is it all right to name some of your partners?
Yeah, so American Electric Power has, they've been a great supporter of the project for over 12 years.
Wonderful.
Through grants, we've received over $180,000 from them for this project specifically.
That's
And
amazing.
more recently, Oryx Corporation also has contributed via grants, which is huge. You can't really make that up
No,
in the monetary value that they
that's right.
contribute.
That's right.
So that's huge. And then partners, we are lucky because there are so many community supporters, because for our fundraising events, we're really reaching out to
Yes.
every restaurant, every store,
Yes.
for silent auction items, raffle
Yes.
items, food donations.
Dogs, hot dogs.
Yes, hot dogs. And that leads into another
That's my
event.
mouth watering.
Yes, Dirty Frank's is
Yes.
actually has been doing dogs for a cause this month for us, and tonight is the final night. To go grab a hot dog at Dirty Frank's. They're by far the best ones in Columbus.
Okay.
So essentially, if you go anytime today, we do 10% of your check for dine-in orders will go back to the ABC project.
Wonderful. So there's been a lot of hard work, a lot of marketing,
Yes.
getting to all of these partners and getting the word out.
Yes.
So you can get your funders. That's so important.
Yeah, and a part of the organization, we do a partnership and development team. We have a marketing communication applications team, outside the ABC project as a league, over the league as a
Yes,
whole. So
yes.
it's pretty
yes.
structured and organized in that
Yes.
capacity.
So everybody knows exactly what their role is and what they have
Yes.
to do and what they
Yes,
are
and we have so
committed
many
to.
different events happening throughout the year. We have to keep it organized.
Yes.
We don't want to double ask someone or anything like that.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Well, do you ever have any letters or any testimonies or anybody ever tell you
Yes.
thank you?
Yes. No, we do. We definitely hear from some of those recipients, like the grandmother had mentioned, and some of the
Yes.
parents, especially the ones we get to see face to face.
Yes, yes.
Even the teachers and some of the folks from the different organizations that come and pick up the backpacks. I know last year, one of the schools actually wrote little thank yous.
Yes, yes.
I have one of them on my desk at work.
Yes, yes.
So it is really a good, feel-good kind of situation. And we have brought in recipients of the backpacks before to come speak at some of our general membership meetings, so
Okay.
our whole membership can see the impact.
Yes.
So yeah, we do, and it's good. Feels good.
It's so amazing
Nice
because
to
it's
give back.
like citywide or
Mhm.
county-wide. It's just, the reach is just phenomenal.
It is, and it's definitely growing.
And how many members, I don't want to put you on the spot,
No.
but how many members do you have in the Columbus chapter?
So this year we have 39 new members coming in this class, which is
Okay.
very exciting. That's kind of a sweet spot
Yes.
number for us. Then we have 112 active members with over 400 sustaining members. So
Which is
yeah, which is
One of
you,
the-
yes. So we're really working to grow that active, base.
Of course, of course.
But we have a lot of support from our sustaining members, and then our new member, classes have been very strong.
Yes, that is wonderful.
Yeah.
And, in my day, most everyone was a homemaker. You were you were at home with your children. But we've come into a new age, and that's not true now. And so you're taking the day off of your job, your professional job, to do your junior league volunteerism.
Yeah, it's interesting, and we've really kind of have been adapting to the changes over the years because it is a workforce now.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think
It's very diverse.
We'll take a break and we'll be back with some final thoughts about the ABC project for Junior League of Columbus. Hello, Faith and Family listeners. We're back with the ABC project for the Junior League of Columbus. And we're with Lauren, I want you to tell me, Stazen. I'm sorry, I can't get it right. And she is the former ABC chair, and she's with us today. And Nicole Bergman, the Junior League of Columbus marketing chair. Now, I want to continue about working members, working women are the face of Junior League of Columbus.
Yeah, we're a very dynamic mix. We really take we take pride in the diversity piece of it. We have stay-at-home moms, we have working mothers. Dynamics have just changed over the years from when the Junior League was first founded.
That's right.
And we're listening to our members. We're rolling out a new membership model so folks can better balance, their priorities with volunteerism and at home and at work.
Wonderful.
So I definitely encourage anyone, any walk of life to, think about joining the league and taking part in it.
Yes, because the league makes a significant impact
Yes.
in the community, believe me. Well, I wanted to mention again this tasty thing of dogs for a cause.
Yes, we'll be at Dirty Frank's. We'll be hosting a Dogs for a Cause evening. Tonight is the last one in July that they will be having. Any dine-in guests, 10% of their check does go directly back to the Adopt a Backpack project. So we're very excited about it. So go eat the hot dogs this evening at Dirty Frank's. That's located in downtown Columbus.
Okay, downtown Columbus. We've eaten there. and
Yes.
They are delicious. They are delicious. Okay, now your website.
Yes, if you are looking for more information about the league, about the project, about some of the events we host throughout the year, or you're looking to donate to the project or to the league, please visit us. Our website is www.jlcolumbus.org.
Say that again.
www.jlcolumbus.org.
Well, listeners, we invite you to go on that website. You can find out more about Sunday's event. You can find out more about joining this important volunteer organization. It's for you, for working women as well as stay-at-home women. And you can learn about how to donate. That is so important because they need partners. Now, before we leave, I want to get out the final information on Sunday's event.
Yes.
So what do you want to tell us?
On Sunday, we will be having a backpack distribution at Franklin Park Conservatory. It will be at 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. First come, first serve. And it is complimentary, or I should say free admission, to Franklin Park on this Sunday. So Sunday, August 4th, come in, spend the day with your family. Children can leave with a backpack, first come, first serve. And they'll also have the opportunity to do a craft to personalize their backpack and grab a snack for the day. So.
All right, and everybody knows where the Franklin Park Conservatory is. It's been there way before I was a little girl.
Yes.
I can't say way back when I was
It's a
a little
great way
girl
to spend a
before.
Sunday.
That's right, a wonderful day. And remember that you need to bring your children with you so that they can get a free backpack. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yes, it's been a joy, and I'm so pleased to be a small part of this organization.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all the wonderful work you do to help the community lives be better.
Thanks for having us.